So dear students, we have just finished line integration and we have solved a lot of problems on line integration that are enough for your exam. But you should also practice a lot of problem from previous year questions and from practice paper I will give later on, okay. But now it is time to start surface integration, because we are now interested to discuss about the vector integration theorem, and to discuss the integration theorem we need to analysis first surface integration and volume integration, okay. So let me start with this, very actually preliminary topics of surface integration, and from the very basic I want to discuss with you this surface integration. And before discussing this surface integration, you should some knowledge about double integration, and that you have, because I have already discussed about double integration, triple integration on the topic multivariable calculus, okay. That is more than one variable calculus I have discussed, and that actually I have discussed about triple integration and double integration. Some concept of triple and double integration will be used here, so we will discuss that things also. So let me start with this topic of surface integration. We have already discussed about line integration, and that line integration is always done on along a curve, okay. We have seen, and we have seen if there is a line, okay, suppose there is a line and a vector field is there, suppose A, and if we take a very small line element dl and take the dot product of these two, then we will get A dot dl. Now if you take all the dot product from this point to this point throughout the curve, then we will get the line integration A dot dl, okay. We can sometimes represent this A as f also, but in general you can take or you can represent it by A also, okay. Similarly, for surface integration, what we have to do, we have to take ds, small surface element on any surface. Suppose there is a surface like this, suppose this is surface, okay, and there is also a vector field, okay, also vector field A, something like this. And if you choose a small surface element here, that is ds, and if you take the dot product of A and ds instead of dl, now what we have to do, we have to take the dot product of A and ds. So if you take the dot product of A and ds, and now if you sum all the dot product of A and ds throughout the surface, throughout the whole surface, then you will get the surface integration, which can be written like this. Sometimes it can be written like this also, okay. This surface integration can be written like this, or you can written it in this form also, okay, A dot ds, okay. Sometimes we can use it, we can denote it by double integration, or sometimes by using single integration, okay. But at the end of the calculation you have to do double integration in both cases. This is just a matter of notation, okay. So now this representation of this surface integration is for open surface, okay. This is for open surface, but if you have closed surface, so what you have to do for closed surface, what you have to do, you have to represent this surface integration like this, closed integration A dot ds, okay. Now if you treat this ds as vector quantity, then obviously it has a unit vector along this ds. There is a direction, and this direction can be written in terms of unit vector. So ds can be written as just its magnitude and its unit vector, that is ds n cap, okay. So sometimes you can write this integration in terms of n cap also, that is surface integration A dot ds means n cap, A dot n cap ds, okay. So you can write this surface integration in this way also, or this, or you can write it for closed surface. For closed surface you can write it like this, closed surface integration A dot n ds, okay. You can write it like this. This is for closed surface, same, this is for closed surface, and this is for open surface, okay. So this is the definition of surface integration, what I have written over here. But the challenging thing is that to solve this integration, to solve this surface integration, and we will solve this integration by using this form, mainly by using this form for open surface, or for closed surface you can write it like this. But initially we will learn how you can solve this integration, this surface integration, by using this NK and the ds. Okay, so let me give you an example that you can understand how you can solve it. Okay, and this is actually the projection method. So I want to solve the surface integration by using projection method. Okay, so how you can solve surface integration by using projection method, let me discuss. Okay, let me discuss. So first, let me choose a coordinate system xyz like this, xyz, and suppose there is a surface like this, there is a irregular surface. Okay, like this. Suppose this is a irregular surface. Okay, irregular cylinder kind of situation. Okay, and this is the xy plane. Now if you have a small ds over here, which have the unit vector n cap along this direction, So this is the ds, Now if you want to solve this surface integration a dot n cap ds, then you have to find out ds and you have to choose the region where you want to solve the integration. So the region may be xy plane, may be xz plane, may be zy plane, and it will depend that in which plane you should choose, in which plane the region of the integration. It will depend on the geometry. Okay, it will depend where the surface is situated. Okay, so you have to just see the figure and choose the region where you want to do the integration. So here for this, suppose for this figure I want to integrate this function by choosing the region as xy plane. So what you have to do, you have to just take the projection of this ds on this plane, on this xy plane. You have to take the projection here. Okay, so for xy plane, what is the unit vector of this xy plane? Is nothing but k cap. The unit vector of the xy plane is k cap. So if you want to take the projection of ds, that means ds n cap. What is the projection of ds or ds n cap? The projection of ds n cap along k cap, that is on xy plane, is ds n cap dot k cap. So this is the projection. So this is the projection of ds on xy plane. That means this is nothing but dx dy. This is dx dy. Okay, so when you take the projection of ds, on xy plane, so mathematically we can write the projection of any vector along the other vector is something like this. So if you treat this as one vector and this is other vector, and we have to take the projection of this on this vector, so it will be just the dot product of these two, and whatever you will get here, that will be obviously be dx dy, because here we have taken the projection on xy plane. So what this ds is, you can write it like this: ds into mod n dot k cap. You can take this as a mod sign, because sometimes n caps can be chosen outside or inwards. Okay, along this side we can take, or either along downward direction, inward direction. So that means it may be of positive or negative, but here we have to take the mod value of this. So it will be ds into mod n dot k is equal to dx dy. So what will be ds? So ds will be dx dy divided by mod n dot k. Okay, so now we have to put the value of ds here. Okay, so you will get the integration in terms of xy by using the projection method. If you want to choose the region as the xy plane, the integration, then you will get this is a dot n cap, and this instead of ds we can write it is dx dy divided by mod n dot k divided by mod n dot k. Okay, so this is your integration, and this is the projection on xy plane. But if you want to take the projection on another plane, suppose the situation is arised in such a way that you have to take the projection of xz plane, suppose, then what you will have? You will have this. If you want to take the projection on xz plane, then I can write down, comparing this expression, a dot n cap, instead of dx dy we can take at dx dz, and now instead of k cap we have to write at j cap. Okay. So when there is a xy, we have to take the unit vector of z axis, and when we have xz we have to take the unit vector of y axis, and when you want to take the projection of on zy plane or yz plane, then you will have this kind of situation, into dx dz divided by mod n dot I cap. Okay, so according to the problem, by using the any expression you can solve the problem very easily, okay, involving surface integration. So in the next class I will solve some problems on surface integration, so that your understanding will be more clear. Okay, thank you.